Hey guys, welcome back. Today is November 1st. It's the opening of marten and fisher season. So we're gonna go out and hammer out a whole bunch of sets today. I thought I'd take you guys over here and show you some of the country. And some of the country I don't have no more, thanks to the logging industry. But I target a bunch of these big ridges and stuff for early season marten. So here, I'll give you guys a quick look at what I'm talking about. Well, you can see them big ridges over in the distance. It's got a lot of mixed vegetation. It's got spruce, pine, lots of poplar, lots of grass, lots of mice, lots of marten. This area I'm in right now was a good marten area, this ridge, but they've logged it out. Made a hell of a mess too. It don't look too bad, but you can barely walk through it. So let's head over in that direction. One thing out here on my trapline is I have tons of oil field lease roads, leases, pipeline right-of-ways, seismic lines. So I can access like 99% of this trapline on four-wheeler or truck. So today we're just truck trapping. We're just gonna cherry pick in this one area. It's behind a whole bunch of locked gates, so I don't have to worry too much about theft or anything like that, anybody screwing with my traps. So we're gonna go back in that area today, and then tomorrow we're gonna go probably behind my cabin area, and then there'll be the third day will be another area to the southwest, and then on day 4 we'll go run a check through everything. So stay tuned. Let's head over to the gate. This our first location. So I'm not just randomly placing traps throughout the forest. I'm looking for key features. You know, here's a bit of a drainage that comes down through, so might be good for a fisher or a marten in here. Back in here, all this bush back in here, lots of poplar had a lot of disease and it all blew down, so it looks pretty thin, but it's a nasty jungle in there. And then there's lots of roads and leases out here that's created, you know, big openings and then another big opening, but in between we got a funnel of trees. So we're gonna just focus on all them key points and keep it simple. They're all proven locations, so let's go in here and find a spot to put a trap. Our first spot in here, we're gonna use a 160. Because she's a good area. Could get a fisher in here. It's early in the season, so I got lots of strength in my hands. I don't need my setters quite yet, but Might as well dump them all in the same bag. That's just nails and fencing staples. The cutters. Should have brought a pair of bait gloves. So we got our trap, our bait. Grab this little axe. Most important thing, our Hellfire, our high skunk lure. And we'll take some ribbon. Oh. Well, let's go find a spot. So here's the first location. And it does have a big old culvert right here. And if you looked right down there at the culvert, set of marten tracks right there already. So we are in a good spot here. And I think I'll go on the north side up in here. I kind of want to set it so when I drive by with the truck, I can just look in with binoculars and check the trap. So I'm gonna go with this spot right here on this log. Got a little bit of protection here from this tree, from snow and stuff. So. One quick little nail. And I use a fencing staple. If I'm hanging it up in the tree, I'll just wire off to a branch or something, but And as far as my lure, I'll take a put it there, or I could put it here on a branch or something. But a lot of times one down and 40 to go. So we're only up the road another, I don't know, 300 meters. So we got the corner of the road here, but back in the trees, right there is a lease. So it's a big wide open 10-acre section or whatever, right? So we've created another funnel point right here. And it's fairly thick bush right in here. So if anything wants to cross, they're probably going to cross right in here. And then there's just a nice little nasty jag of trees at that log right there where I can put a box. So we'll go in there and we'll put another 160 in there. A lot of these areas I'm just going to use 160 boxes. Just because I know there's quite a bit of fisher in this area. So, and in a lot of the, for the 160 spots too, like, I don't like putting them in the trees unless I know I'm really straight targeting marten, because I've had a lot of refusals from the fisher over the years not wanting to climb. So we're going to put it right here on this fallen down log here. This one here, this log's a little rotten, so I'll just wire the trap right to the log. This one I'll grab a few spruce branches. And then the lure, I want to put it somewhere in here where it's not going to touch me. So I'll take a bunch here and I'll smear it on this tree, and I'll just end my stick right there. On to the next one. And every spot out here at the edge of the road, I'll hang a ribbon. Then I know my box is there. But I can see my box right in there. Easy peasy to check that one. So when we're just at the last set there, we're only up about another 250 meters, 300 meters up the road. And I said there was that lease on the other side. So you got all that tall timber in the back there, and it just kind of made a funnel. And then the road where we set our trap is probably right over here somewhere on the other side of the road. So if anything wants to go, they can go that way. Here's another really good spot, but it's at the lease right here. So back behind the truck, it really opens up. There's not much cover in there. You can see 100 yards into the bush easy. Like, there's not much cover in there. But then you come this way, and then we're back into this tall timber, and it thickens right up here on the corner. And then the road goes that way. Except for if there was bush on the other side of me right here, right where this lease is, that would be an amazing pinch point right here. So we're gonna have to go down. We'll go down just a little ways, and we'll probably do our next set, because you got all this stand of trees here, probably right on that corner, and we're gonna set in here this time. And then lots of times here too, you'll notice that when I'm setting my traps, I'm always pretty much setting on the south sides of cut lines or roads or trails. It depends, but our prevailing winds here are out of the northwest. So if you put something on the north side, you're not attracting too much that can smell your bait or your lure. So if I put it here on the south, this side, all of our smell from our lure and our bait go back in the bush, and it attracts the animals to us. But on a spot like this, you can use it as, that's a really good pinch point right there. They're gonna cross. So let's head over there. So we're up the road just that little bit at the corner. This is gonna be an ideal spot here. There's an old seismic line that goes through here. So I see one spot already right there. Right on that log, we will do a set. And on the other side here of the road, I think we're gonna go right in there and put one there. So we'll have one on either side of the road. So anything running this edge, we'll catch. Anything running this edge over here, yeah, it'll be a good spot. It's gonna pay out in the end, I'm sure of it. So let's get set up. This one I'm going to do a little differently. It's going to go on the tree right here. Ooh, that stuff's strong. Oh no, it's all over my bag. Whew. Put her right here. So yeah, they'll come along here and they'll smell this, climb the tree, and in they go. That one's set for a marten. Then something like this, I'll go right here and put my lure. And we're sheltered here under here, so for the snow. Put a little of that there, keep the birds out. The marten, they'll just push that out of the way and they got it. Okay, on to the next one. So our next set location is going to be right back in there about 50 yards. So this spot here, the roads are right there, the other intersection. So, and then right back behind us, the bush really thins out. It's kind of like a bog back in here, right back in here. So there's like a great big half a circle horseshoe of openness, and then we thicken right up to here, and then we thin right out at the road. So we got a real good pinch point right here. So I'm going to put a 160 box in there, and that's on the south side. So any of our lure and stuff's gonna go back in there. I'm thinking over here. Right on this fallen down tree. See, if you look back in there, it opens right up. So we're like in the thickest part in here right now. This could work. Let's see. Can I see the truck right there? Yeah, we'll put it here. Well, we came all the way down to the end of the road, and we'll start setting from down here. There's a couple really nice spots here. This is a lease here. It's a big open space, this one. But we're gonna target that spot there. And then down the road, there's 4 or 5 other good spots. And then we're gonna come, here's a big cut line. And then it carries on that way. So we'll target one more spot right in here for this big lease. And yeah, we'll carry on down the road down there and set some more. But I think I'm gonna put the drone up in the air right now and fly it up and give you guys a good look of the area that I'm in, and you can check it out. Well, that was fun. This is my little drone that I have. It's a Roku. Came off Amazon. I don't know, it's pretty good. Has fairly decent picture quality. You can fly it a long ways. Has a lot of range. I'm happy with it. For the amount that I use it. But enough farting around. Gotta get these marten traps out. Well, let's go set a couple more. These spots in here, I'm just gonna use 120s in here. I'll save the 160s for down the road areas. Good old chunks of some beaver in there. It's nice back in here behind these locked gates. There's nobody back here, no nothing. The only people that come back in here are the operators that come and check these wells. That's a big old spruce tree, that one. That could be a good one to put our trap on. Or on that stump right there. Yep, the stump it is. Cut a couple branches to cover over there quickly. This helps here too to keep the snow down a bit from building up, and the birds can't see quite as well that there's a hole there, something to go into. Well, on to the next one. Well, this is going to be the last set for the day. See a nice leaning log on here. It should work just fine. I'll put it right there. Grab a handful of spruce branches here. Well, that's the last one of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys got any suggestions, stuff you'd like to see or want me to do, let me know. I'm out here all winter. We're probably going to run close to 200 marten boxes and fisher boxes and lots of wolves. There's tons to do out here and tons to see. So if you guys are enjoying this videos, leave me a comment, thumbs up. Even better yet, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the next set. One of the many of the wild horses out here.